Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. My name is Adika, and today I will be presenting my presentation. It is about the semiotics of Pondok Cina's signage. Now, first off, we head on to introduction. The Pondok Cina is one of the most strategic transit hubs in Depok, serving as a primary gateway for thousands of commuters. As a vital part of the Kai commuter network, the station is not merely a transportation point, but also a dynamic social space where diverse urban communities intersect daily. The station's unique location, surrounded by educational institutions and bustling local businesses, creates a complex environment where communication through public signs becomes essential for maintaining order and safety. The semiotics being applied here is to decode the layered meanings, including the denotation, connotation, and myth within the visual elements. The first signage is no smoking and evacuation route. The evacuation route denotation is it simply means it tells people which way to go during an emergency. Visuals and text together make it easy for anyone, including those who don't read English, to understand the intended action. It may include bold text like Indonesian jalur evakuasi. The connotation is the arrow suggests direction and moving forward towards safety. The green color represents safety, permission, and reassurance that this path is secure. And the third connotation is the running figure symbolizes urgency and quick action, showing the route is for emergencies. The myth for the for the signage is safety safety through structure. The sign implies that having organized instruction ensures people are protected during emergencies. Order equals safety. Following clear directions is seen as a part of a responsible and civilized society. The third myth is authority and care. The presence of the sign shows that the station authority takes responsibility for passenger safety. The denotation for no smoking at the literal level, the sign displays a clear prohibition against smoking. The sign literally shows a cigarette with a red diagonal line crossing it out. It also contains the bold text "Dilarang Merokok", often accompanied by "No Smoking" in English. The sign is placed in areas where passengers wait or walk, making it immediately visible to everyone passing by. Its literal meaning is simple and direct: smoking is not allowed in this area. The connotations is the health awareness. The sign reminds passengers that smoking doesn't just affect the smoker but also impacts everyone around, especially in crowded areas like train stations. It triggers awareness that public health is a shared concern, nudging people to think beyond personal habits and consider the comfort and safety of others. The second connotation is social norms. It signals that following rules is expected in modern public spaces. The visual and bilingual cues subtly teach passengers that being considerate is a part of urban life, shaping behavior to fit societal expectations of civility and cooperation. The myth for this signage is the idea of public discipline and cleanliness reflects a modern, regulated urban society. Health and safety priority. This myth reinforces a cultural value where collective well-being is prioritized over individual habits like smoking. Public health and safety are treated as non-negotiable cultural ideals. The sign reflects societal expectations that people should comply with rules for the greater good. The second signage is the priority elevator. The denotation means the priority elevator sign displays information that elevator is primarily intended for a certain group of users. The sign usually contains icons of a wheelchair user, an elderly person with a cane, a pregnant woman, and a person with a baby stroller, uh, accompanied by English text such as priority elevator or priority access. These visual elements clearly indicate that some passengers receive precedence when using the facility. The connotations for this signage is beyond its literal meaning, a care and empathy for passengers that are encouraged to recognize that some people need extra help. The second connotation is accessibility awareness. Public spaces must be friendly to people with disabilities and mobility limitations. The third connotation is behavioral control. Users who are healthy are indirectly reminded to give away and avoid overcrowding the elevator. The myth is at the sign constructs the image of a progressive and inclusive transport system. It promotes the belief that a good society is one that protects vulnerable groups and provides facilities that respect human dignity. The sign also reinforces the idea that modern stations are not only efficient but also ethical, where, where compassion, accessibility, and fairness are seen as indicators of development. The fourth signage is the announcer. The denotation for this signage is refers to the public address system installed within the station, which broadcasts spoken messages to the passengers. The connotations for this signage is a megaphone symbol, represents authority, official announcements, and guidance for passengers. The bilingual text shows inclusivity, serving both Indonesian locals and international visitors. Blue color and placement suggest trust, formality, and reliability, emphasizing that information from here is professional and important. The myth for this signage is an authority of information. Announcements from this place are official and must be followed. The second one is order through communication. Structured announcements are part of keeping the organized and safe for the station. The third is professional space. The presence of the sign signals that the station is a modern, managed, and regulated environment. The fifth signage is "Lost and Found", "Medical Room", and "Nursing Room". The denotation is that this signage directs passengers to designated service areas within the station that handle surface specific welfare-related needs. The Lost and Found office manages misplaced personal belongings. The medical room provides first aid or emergency assistance, and the nursing room offers a private space for childcare activities such as breastfeeding or infant care. The connotations for these signages is safety and trust. The lost and found sign suggests accountability and reliability of the institution in safeguarding personal belongings. The second one is health and protection. The medical room symbolizes the Akana's preparedness for emergencies and concerns for public well-being. The third is gender sensitivity and family support. The nursing room reflects awareness of women's needs and promotes for mothers and infants in public spaces. The myth for the signage is uh, a myth of a caring institution. The presence of health services, nursing home, and lost and found facilities constructs the image of a responsible authority that prioritizes human welfare. The second is modern urban civilization. The signage reflects the ideal of a modern public space that is orderly, inclusive, and responsive to diverse needs. The third is societal harmony. By accommodating physical, emotional, and practical needs, the signage symbolizes harmony between infrastructure, development, and social care. The sixth signage is the information board. The denotation is an information board is a fixed or digital display installed in public transport areas to provide passengers with essential operational information. This may include train schedules, route maps, platform numbers, service notices, delays, safety instructions, and directional guidance to help passengers navigate the space efficiently. The connotations are the order and control. The information board suggests that passenger movement in the station is organized and regulated through clear routes and schedules. The second connotation is reliability. Official layout and detailed timetables imply that the commuter system is a trustworthy and well managed. The myth in these connotations is a modern transportation ideal. The sign reflects the belief that an efficient transport system represents a modern and developed city. The second myth is rational commuters. It assumes that people will behave logically when given clear information. The third, final myth is institutional authority. The sign reinforces trust in official institutions to control and manage urban mobility. We are now at the final slide, and I personally want to thank you for witnessing my presentation, and hopefully you can gain a benefit or an advantage from learning my presentation. I am Nehru Adika, and good night.